who was forced to resign on Wednesday over a corruption scandal. Kallas, a critic of the outgoing government's policies, has 2 weeks to convince Parliament that she is fit to lead the Baltic nation. And some heartwarming images from freezing Spain as a rescue operation was launched for animals stranded without food amid extreme weather conditions. The country has seen its heaviest snowfall in decades, with the damage to infrastructure expected to cost billions of dollars.
Well, that's it for this news hour, but don't forget you can visit our website for details on all of our main stories. You'll find those online at trtworld.com, or you can follow us on Twitter, the address for that at trtworld. Stay with us, we'll have all the headlines for you next.
Hello and welcome to Showcase, TRT World's daily arts and culture program, coming to you from Istanbul. A unique perspective on culture, an inside look at art, influential guests, and current trends. The latest fashion, inventive design, architecture, ancient and modern, all packed into Showcase, Monday to Friday on TRT World.
In a world where decisions can make history, it's always a struggle to find reliable sources.
Turkish troops entered Afrin to tackle the YPG on its border.
That's why we've positioned ourselves at the core, where we stand by the facts.
Prime Minister's promising the biggest comeback in Greek history.
We measure the pulse of the people across all borders.
As you can see behind there, right there,
we have what's news for you.
Basically promoting the...
Everyone in the Philippines agrees with his decision.
has confirmed what the government has long suspected, that the problem...
As I discussed whether relations can be salvaged.
Gas, riot shields and rubber bullets have now become a familiar sight on the streets of Hong.
This group of refugees are hoping to cross into Croatia this evening.
Our coverage will inspire, enrich and inform.
We're powered by knowledge, and we promise to deliver what we learn.
This is the News Hour.
Give us an hour, and we'll bring you the world.
Check out the new trtworld.com. Perfect for your laptop, phone or tablet. For over 70 years, the United Nations has been a defender of the most vulnerable. But what happens when those sent to protect become perpetrators themselves?
Il a dit qu'elle voulait me marier, c'est ça que...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stycken som har fött barn där man då misstänker FN-soldat.
I couldn't decide which was more horrifying, the act themselves on the part of these depraved soldiers, or whether it was actually the UN's non-response.
Storyteller, Abuse and the UN on TRT World.
You're watching TRT World. I'm Robin Dwyer. A reminder of our main headlines. Vote counting is underway in Uganda for presidential and parliamentary elections amid heavy security and an internet blackout. Incumbent President Yoweri Museveni is seeking his 6th term in office. Former singer turned MP Bobi Wine is the strongest among 10 opposition contenders challenging Museveni. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has received the first dose of Coronavac vaccine in Ankara. Turkey began its rollout of a coronavirus vaccine on Thursday, starting with health workers. The vaccination campaign is seen as a key part of reducing the spread of the virus.
Applications for getting vaccinated are good, and performance in our hospitals is pretty good. All the doctors and nurses are working really hard. The process for one vaccination is very short. It is implemented in a very easy way. Vaccination takes 5 minutes and resting takes another 15 minutes.
A new study shows people who've recovered from COVID-19 develop immunity from being infected again for at least 5 months. Scientists from Public Health England found that past infection gave people 83% protection from reinfection. But it comes with a warning from experts who say some people do catch COVID-19 again and can infect others. France will impose a 6 p.m. daily nationwide curfew from Saturday to combat rising COVID-19 infections. Travellers from non-EU countries will also have to present a negative coronavirus test, which is less than 72 hours old, to enter the country.
Our situation, I would qualify with 2 words: controlled, compared to what we observe with our neighbors, but fragile, because the virus is still actively circulating on our territory. And all the more fragile with the new element of the emergence of new, more contagious strains of the virus.
Donald Trump has become the first US president in history to be impeached twice. 10 members of his own party joined House Democrats to vote for one charge of incitement of insurrection following last week's assault on the Capitol building. In Bangladesh, hundreds of homes have been destroyed after fire swept through the Rohingya refugee camp in the south of the country. The UN says more than 550 shelters housing nearly 3,500 people were either completely or partially destroyed. The news continues on TRT World after A Place Called Pakistan.
My name is Ava. I'm a travel vlogger and writer. This is the story of my journey in a country that is unique and filled with immense beauty. Pakistan, home to over 200 million people. Today, we embark on an ambitious journey. I want to see what Pakistan is really like. This journey will take us from the coastline in the south all the way to the roof of the world. That's the Chinese border right there. I want to meet the people of Pakistan and from them learn about the culture, history and religions, all of which have shaped the Pakistan of today. I'm going on an epic road trip along the legendary Karakoram Highway, one of the highest paved roads on Earth, and unofficially known as the 8th wonder of the world.